The Tax Appeal Tribunal denies foreign companies for taking deductions for recharges on deemed profits regime. The Tax Appeal Tribunal affirmed a previous decision that non-resident companies in Nigeria are not entitled to any deduction other than the 80% deemed cost as applied by the Federal Inland Revenue Service. Stamp duties are now payable on banking transactions. The Central Bank of Nigeria, on 15 January 2016, released a circular directing all banks and financial institutions to charge 50 naira on deposits into accounts. Now, there are some exemptions, and this includes salary accounts or transfers by a company within its own accounts. Nigeria has signed an agreement for automatic exchange of country-by-country reporting reports. On 27 January 2016, Nigeria, along with 30 other countries, signed the Multilateral Cooperation Agreement for automatic exchange of country-by-country reports. Now, the impact of this is that companies will now have to report on their various operations across the world on financial metrics such as profits, turnover, and other indices. Now, this is massive. The Federal High Court clarifies rules on taxation of foreign companies. In a recent ruling by the Federal High Court, it stated that foreign companies should only be taxed if they create a fixed base in Nigeria, and only the profits attributable to that fixed base would then be taxed in Nigeria. The Tax Appeal Tribunal also affirmed that statutes supersedes any contractual arrangements. Now, this is in the upstream arrangement where you have the PSCs. And in that particular case, the judgment was that you look above the cost recovery principles and the requirement for approval by NAPIMS, and the tax law would supersede in that instance. The tribunal directs FRS to accept tax returns prepared by contractors in a PSC arrangement. Now, previous disputes on this was that the NNPC would file a return and disregard the operator's return under a PSC arrangement. Now, this has been clarified by the Tax Appeal Tribunal, which is saying that the operator's returns should be what is submitted by the NNPC. Nigeria signs double tax treaty with United Arab Emirates. Now, our tax treaties are not enough, and Nigeria is looking at concluding another one with the UAE, and that has now been signed. The Tax Appeal Tribunal affirms itself as an administrative body not bound by strict court rules. The TAT ruled recently that it is not bound by the strict rules of evidence as contained in the Evidence Act while performing its functions. So it would go ahead of the administrative functions and just look at what is available rather than strict evidence. Now, this wraps up the tax update.